Hello, garden lovers. Welcome back to Time for Gardening. If you love creative, budget-friendly, and eco-conscious ideas, you're in the perfect place. Today, I'm sharing unique upcycled garden decor inspirations that will help you transform ordinary items into extraordinary summer cottage accents. From vintage teacups to weathered ladders and beyond, every idea is simple, sustainable, and full of charm, perfect for anyone who wants to add a personal touch to their garden. So grab your favorite cup of tea, sit back, and watch until the end for inspiration that will make your garden shine this season. Vintage teacups, once cherished for afternoon tea, can find new life in your garden as delightful bird feeders. By carefully attaching them to tree branches or garden hooks, these charming cups invite colorful songbirds to visit, bringing gentle movement and cheerful birdsong to your summer cottage landscape. As the teacups sway in the breeze, their pastel hues and floral patterns blend perfectly with blooming flowers below. This simple upcycling project not only recycles beloved ceramics, but also turns your garden into a whimsical retreat where nature and nostalgia intertwine with every fluttering wing. An old wooden ladder, weathered by time, becomes a storybook focal point when repurposed as a tiered plant stand. Arrange pots of cascading blooms and fragrant herbs on each step to create a vertical garden bursting with summer color and texture. A true feast for the senses. Nestled in a cottage garden corner or beside your porch, the ladder plant stand draws the eye upward, making even the smallest spaces feel lush and layered. The rustic wood, adorned with trailing greenery, tells a tale of creative renewal and shows how the simplest upcycled finds can transform a garden's atmosphere. An antique chair with its sturdy frame and ornate back can find a charming second life as a planter overflowing with vibrant summer flowers. By removing the seat and replacing it with a shallow container, you create a captivating focal point where petunias, geraniums, or trailing ivy can spill over the edges. Positioned among other blooms or near a winding garden path, the chair planter evokes memories of cozy cottage interiors while celebrating outdoor beauty. Its presence in the garden becomes a joyful surprise, weaving together nostalgia, artistry, and the enduring allure of upcycled garden decor. A rustic watering can, perhaps once a beloved tool, can become the centerpiece of your garden when transformed into a gentle fountain. By stacking or arranging old watering cans so water cascades softly from one to another, you create a tranquil soundscape that soothes both garden and gardener alike. This upcycled feature not only adds movement and music to your outdoor retreat, but also draws birds and butterflies to sip and play. As sunlight catches on the flowing water and weathered metal, the fountain becomes a symbol of renewal, showing how yesterday's objects can spark fresh joy in your summer cottage oasis. The humble mason jar, often a vessel for preserves, can light up your summer nights as a glowing lantern along garden paths. Fill each jar with candles or fairy lights and arrange them beside stepping stones, casting a magical glow that welcomes friends and family at dusk. With every twinkling jar, your garden transforms into a cozy sanctuary where memories are made under soft lights. These upcycled lanterns not only extend your enjoyment into the evening, but also celebrate the beauty of repurposing everyday items into enchanting cottage garden decor. Old tires destined for the landfill find vibrant new purpose as colorful raised flower beds. Painted in cheerful hues and stacked for height, these tire planters burst with summer blooms, creating playful layers of texture and color in any corner of the garden. As flowers spill over the edges, the upcycled tires blend seamlessly into the lush landscape, turning an ordinary material into a joyful statement of creativity and sustainability. These beds invite hands-on gardening and remind us how even the most unexpected items can be part of a thriving, eco-friendly retreat. Weathered shutters, once part of a cozy cottage window, can be reborn as a unique vertical herb garden. Attach small pots or jars to the slats and plant fragrant herbs or bright succulents, letting the shutter's character shine through its peeling paint and rustic charm. Hung on a sunny fence or wall, this upcycled creation adds both flavor and personality to your garden space. The herbs grow within arm's reach for summer meals, while the shutter serves as a daily reminder of the magic in giving new life to old finds. Vintage colanders, with their playful holes and sturdy handles, become whimsical hanging baskets when filled with vibrant petunias or trailing lobelia. Suspend them from tree branches or porch beams and let their colorful blooms dance in the summer breeze. The cheerful mix of enamel, metal, and flowers offers both visual delight and practical drainage. Each upcycled colander basket is a celebration of cottage creativity, transforming humble kitchenware into artful displays that bring nostalgia and joy to your garden. A forgotten dresser can become a blooming wonder when each drawer is pulled out and filled with soil and flowers. Painted in pastel shades or left with its time-worn finish, this stacked display creates a playful staircase of color and life. Nestled in a shady corner or as a garden focal point, the dresser garden showcases your personality and ingenuity. Each drawer, overflowing with blossoms, adds a new layer to your garden's story, proving that upcycled decor can be as imaginative as it is beautiful. Old boots and worn shoes, once favorites for morning walks, can become endearing planters in your summer garden. Fill each with soil and tuck in cheerful marigolds, daisies, or herbs, letting them line a pathway or brighten a porch step. These quirky containers spark conversation and smiles, while each pair tells a story of journeys past. As plants grow and spill over the edges, your upcycled footwear planters bring whimsy, personality, and a touch of nostalgia to every corner of your cottage-inspired retreat. A vintage bicycle once left to gather dust in the shed can be transformed into a whimsical flower cart bursting with summer blooms. Place baskets on the handlebars and rear, then fill them with cascading petunias, trailing ivy, or cheerful wildflowers to create an eye-catching centerpiece in your garden. Parked beside a garden path or nestled among lush greenery, the upcycled bicycle becomes a charming symbol of movement and renewal. Its playful presence encourages visitors to pause and admire, blending nostalgic memories with the beauty of upcycled garden decor. Old window frames, rescued from renovation projects, can serve as characterful trellises for climbing roses or sweet peas. Secure the frame upright and watch as vines weave through its panes, adding vertical interest and a touch of history to your cottage garden. As the flowers grow, their delicate blooms create a living stained glass effect against the vintage wood. The upcycled trellis becomes a harmonious blend of past and present, showcasing both creative reuse and the ever-changing beauty of summer growth. A galvanized tub with its rustic metal sheen can be upcycled into a petite water feature for your garden sanctuary. Add a small fountain pump or floating water lilies to invite gentle ripples and the calming sound of trickling water. This simple yet elegant transformation creates a peaceful spot where birds and butterflies gather, adding vitality to your outdoor space. As sunlight glimmers on the surface, the tub water feature celebrates sustainability and proves that even utilitarian items can exude cottage charm. Everyday tin cans, once destined for the recycling bin, can be stacked and painted to create colorful flower towers in your summer garden. Plant annuals or herbs in each can, then arrange them vertically for a playful, space-saving display. With each layer, the tower bursts with new life and color, demonstrating that upcycling can be both functional and fun. These cheerful structures invite creativity and resourcefulness, turning simple materials into standout garden accents that brighten every corner. An old chandelier, whether crystal or metal, can find a second act as a dramatic hanging flower planter. Remove any wiring, add small pots or moss to each arm, and fill them with trailing blooms or succulents for a dazzling display. Suspended from a tree or pergola, the upcycled chandelier becomes an enchanting focal point, sparkling in the summer light. This unexpected transformation unites vintage elegance with cottage whimsy, reminding us that beauty often comes from thinking outside the box. A vintage suitcase, long retired from travel, can serve as a quirky portable garden bed. Line the inside with plastic, fill it with rich soil, and plant colorful annuals, herbs, or succulents for an instant pop of personality on your patio or porch. As the plants thrive, the suitcase garden becomes a lively conversation piece and a nod to journeys both past and present. This upcycled decor blends nostalgia with function, inviting you to carry a touch of cottage style wherever you go. Drawers from an old dresser can be upcycled into charming wall planters when mounted on a fence or garden wall. Paint them in cheerful hues, fill them with vibrant flowers or cascading greenery, and let each drawer become a miniature garden of its own. Layered together, these planters create a living mural that celebrates color and creativity. The result is a dynamic blend of artistry and sustainability, where every bloom tells a story and your garden walls burst with cottage-inspired joy. Retired garden tools, once hardworking companions, can be arranged on a fence to create rustic outdoor art. Mount shovels, rakes, and trowels in playful patterns or form whimsical shapes like flowers or sunbursts. This display not only preserves memories of seasons past, but also adds texture and character to your garden's backdrop. The upcycled tools stand as a tribute to both the gardener's spirit and the creative possibilities that await in every forgotten object. Colorful glass bottles gathered over time can be transformed into a dazzling bottle tree sculpture. Attach them to an old metal frame or sturdy branches to catch the sunlight and add a magical, sparkling accent to your summer garden. As the light changes throughout the day, the bottles cast vibrant reflections across your landscape. This upcycled sculpture brings an artistic flair and a touch of Southern folklore, blending color, creativity, and sustainable gardening into one radiant focal point. A cracked or chipped teapot, no longer fit for the table, makes a storybook birdhouse when hung from a branch or mounted on a post. Its cozy interior provides shelter for small birds, while the spout and handle add a touch of cottage whimsy. As feathered friends take up residence, the teapot birdhouse brings your garden to life with movement and song. This clever reuse invites both wildlife and wonder, showing that even the most delicate treasures can find a meaningful place outdoors. An old picture frame, once the border for cherished memories, can be transformed into a living wall art piece by filling it with a tapestry of colorful succulents. Mounted on a garden fence or exterior wall, the frame becomes a beautiful blend of past elegance and present growth, drawing the eye with its unique vertical display. As the succulents thrive, their textures and hues create a constantly evolving portrait, turning your upcycled creation into a true garden focal point. This fusion of art and nature not only saves discarded frames from the landfill, but also highlights how creativity can turn everyday items into botanical masterpieces. A forgotten bed frame with its graceful curves or sturdy lines can become a distinctive trellis for climbing plants in your cottage garden. Planted at the base with sweet peas or morning glories, the frame provides ample support as vines twine upward and blooms cascade gracefully across the metal or wood. The bed frame trellis adds a sense of history and surprise, its repurposed form blending effortlessly into the garden's tapestry. Over time, the structure softens beneath a curtain of leaves and petals, reminding us that with imagination, even the most unlikely objects can nurture and uplift new life. Empty tin cans can find renewed purpose as charming garden lanterns with just a few creative touches. By punching patterns into their surfaces and adding candles or LED lights, you can create glowing luminaries that dance along pathways or dangle from tree branches. As dusk falls, these homemade lanterns bathe your garden in a warm, welcoming glow, perfect for evening strolls or outdoor gatherings. The transformation of humble cans into magical lights reflects the spirit of upcycling, bringing both beauty and sustainability to your summer nights. A shallow dresser drawer, instead of gathering dust, can become the enchanting setting for a miniature fairy garden. Fill it with moss, pebbles, tiny houses, and delicate flowers to create a whimsical landscape that invites both children and adults to imagine a secret world just beyond reach. Nestled in a shady nook or atop a garden table, the Drawer Fairy Garden brings playful detail and storybook charm to your outdoor retreat. This upcycled project is a gentle reminder that even the smallest spaces and simplest materials can spark wonder and delight. Smooth rocks, hand-painted in bright colors, can double as both art and function when used as plant markers in your garden beds. Each one, labeled with the name of a flower or herb, becomes a cheerful guide for visitors and a splash of color among the greenery. Over time, these painted stones weather beautifully, marking the rhythm of planting seasons and the progress of your summer garden. It's a small but joyful act of upcycling that brings personality and organization to your lush cottage landscape. A retired mailbox with its quaint silhouette makes a surprisingly perfect planter for seasonal blooms. Planted by the front walk or nestled within a bed of flowers, the mailbox offers a nostalgic nod to handwritten letters while brimming with fresh color and life. Each time you pass by, the blooming mailbox greets you with a smile and a reminder of the creative possibilities waiting in overlooked objects. It's a welcoming touch that blends charm, history, and eco-friendly spirit into your cottage garden. broken china and porcelain, saved from discarded dishes, can be transformed into intricate mosaic stepping stones for your garden paths. Arranged in swirling patterns or floral designs, these fragments create a one-of-a-kind walkway that sparkles in the summer sun. Each step is a celebration of memory and resourcefulness, guiding you through beds of flowers and into the heart of your garden. The mosaics not only repurpose old crockery, but also add artistry and color, turning every stroll into a journey of discovery. A wooden pallet, often tossed aside, can be cleverly reimagined as a sturdy potting bench. Outfitted with shelves, hooks, and workspace, this upcycled station becomes the heart of your gardening routine, perfect for repotting, arranging tools, or displaying potted blooms. Placed in a sunny corner, the pallet bench encourages both productivity and creativity, proving that the right foundation can make gardening more enjoyable and organized. This eco-friendly addition is as practical as it is charming, turning reclaimed wood into a daily delight. A vintage porcelain sink, its glossy surface hinting at days gone by, can be transformed into a unique bird bath or planter. Mounted on a pedestal or nestled among flower beds, the sink fills with water or blooms, inviting birds to visit and play. The presence of the old sink in the garden is a playful blend of indoor elegance and outdoor life, merging nostalgia with natural beauty. It stands as a graceful reminder that upcycled elements can breathe new character and wildlife into any summer retreat. A wine barrel, once the keeper of fine vintages, can become a show-stopping garden fountain or layered planter. Stacked and drilled for water flow, or filled with cascading blooms, the barrel adds rustic grandeur and movement to your cottage landscape. As water flows or flowers spill from its rim, the upcycled barrel draws attention and admiration, anchoring your garden's design. This final touch brings the collection of upcycled decor full circle, proving that with vision and care, every object can be reborn in your summer paradise. Thank you so much for joining me on this creative journey through upcycled garden decor. Remember, every forgotten object can become a showpiece with a little imagination and love. If you found inspiration today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Time for Gardening, and share your favorite upcycled idea in the comments below. I can't wait to hear which project you'll try first. See you in the next video and happy gardening!